Yeah, I feel comfortable in here. That's all we do. In between whatever this thing is. Hello and welcome to another Solana tutorial. Today we're gonna have a look at how we can quickly deploy a front-end application for our Solana dapp. Because essentially we always need the same parts, right? We need some kind of wallet adapter, and then we need to be able to send transactions. And there are tools out there to make that easier for us. We don't have to build everything from scratch every time we build a front end. So that's what we're gonna have a look at today. Why today? Well, Aki Blockchain hosts the School of Solana, and today is the final submission deadline. And as any good student would do, I start working on it on the day of the deadline, of course. So yeah, we build ourselves something today. It's up to us what we do, but essentially we need to build our own program that uses PDAs. And they do already say that we can use the Solana Next.js Scaffold or any other templates, because the focus is not on building a nice front end, but to build a dapp. And that's also my focus for this video. How do we use existing stuff to easily and quickly build ourselves a front end that people can actually use? So, Scaffold. What the hell even is that? The wooden platform formerly used in public executions. Probably not that. A structure made using scaffolding. Well, thank you. Something to work on. Okay. There is the dapp Scaffold repository by Solana Labs, and that's what we're gonna use. But before we do, let's discuss what we actually want to do, or what I actually want to do today for this little demo. Because I do have a program already. Let's see. Long time ago. There, Solana programming example. 9 months ago. It's been a while. There we did the program. So we did a thing. We wanted to build, and I still want to build, a Discord verification service where the user types verify in Discord, and then the bot will like give it a link, and then they can sign up to create an account, and then the bot will query that to give it the role. Now, most of that already works. We have the program with the sign up, and I've got the bot that can do those things, mostly. Which is missing that part. Which is missing the part where the user can actually sign the transaction. So the user needs to have a front end that they interact with. That's still missing, and that's what we want to build today. That's just a recap of what we already did. Let's check if I find that program still. There, Discord verification. DVP, Discord verification program. Let me just clone this again. We have this on DevNet. Let's see if that exists. Seems to be a deployed program on DevNet. And we have some tests as well. That was still with the old style of writing this. Program.rpc. We essentially call the sign up. Cool. And essentially that stuff is what we want to be able to do in our front end. So let's see if this thing still builds. Essentially, I just want the IDL because I don't want to manually build transactions. Meanwhile, let's check again what the program actually does, because it's super simple. Essentially, all the sign up does is create that user account and write some data in there. And all that is a PDA. Nice. Even back then, I knew how to do it, and then I forgot again. That's funny. I already did that with instruction data. That's cool, but I didn't know what I was doing. That was my first Anchor program. You gotta learn somewhere, right? And that's like 10 months ago. Okay, now it's getting interesting. Can you compile it? Ooh, compiling DVP. Yes, nice. Okay, and we have an IDL. That's all we need. Perfect. We have the IDL, and we have a reference of how to use it here. So let's get on to building the front end. And my guess is that it's not gonna take us longer than 30 minutes to set it up. From having nothing to having a front end where we can actually interact with stuff. And in order to get there without having to write everything ourselves, we use a Scaffold, like the one from Solana Labs. And there are many different ones. I kinda like this one, so I'm gonna use this one. Now I could either, clone this and use it, or the quick way is going to a console. I need to have npm installed, but then I can say npx create-solana-dapp. And then the name of my project, which is like verification client. Hit enter and it will download all of the stuff. I have the verification client app here, which essentially holds all the same files that we saw in the GitHub. I'm gonna say npm I, you can already install your stuff while we have a look at this. So we have the public where there's some, logos and whatnot. The package JSON, somewhat relevant, which contains all of our dependencies, which I'm now installing. What else do we have here that is important? Well, obviously the source folder. Actually, I would like to start by showing it to you, but for that I need to wait for that to install. Let's just wait. You can do it, build it. Yes! Took me 11 minutes, but here it is. Now that we have that installed, we can npm run dev. That will start us a local development server with which we can have a look at what that actually looks like. There we go. Now here it is. So that is the scaffold. If we haven't changed anything yet, we have the main page here with a header and a footer and essentially two views, the home and the basic. The home allows you to airdrop you one sol on DevNet, and the basic allows you to do other stuff, but for that we need to connect a wallet. So let's connect. I have Backpack, Phantom and Burner wallet, but I want to use my Solflare, and I know that you can, select many here. You just need to add them to the wallet adapter. Okay, so context provider. On the wallets, it just uses the new unsafe burner wallet adapter. And even if I don't use that one, and if I have an empty list, all of the wallets that support either SMS or the Solana wallet standard will be supported. So in this case, that's my Backpack and my Phantom. Sounds like I need to update my Solflare. Well, nah. All right, so if I wanted to include my Solflare, then I would have to use a new Solflare from here, from wallet adapter wallets. Once I add the Solflare wallet adapter here, then I now have the Solflare here as well. That's how it works. But ideally, all of the wallets automatically implement the standard, and then you don't need to add anything. Then I can just say connect. Now it's connected with my wallet. And here in the home screen, I could just airdrop myself one sol. Boom. Then I have one sol in my wallet. DevNet though. And then in the basics, there's just some templates for what you might want to do. You might want to sign a message, send a transaction, or send a version transaction. And send a transaction in this case just sends 0.001 sol to a random public key. And I could approve that. And then boom, it's done. And I get this link to the Explorer. Can have a look at what actually happened. Cool stuff. All right. So it's nothing great, but I kind of like the colors, and it's got everything that I really need, right? This thing is a Next.js app, by the way. I think there are scaffolds for React or even Angular, and you can configure which kind of app you want. I'm fine with Next.js, so I just use the default. Yeah, so maybe let's quickly have a look at what we have here. So we already saw the context provider where the wallets come from, but really with that we shouldn't really need to bother. What we will want to change is, what those buttons do essentially, right? And maybe the menu up here. So where would we do that? Let's start with views. This index that just includes both of those views, and they are essentially what we saw. The one had the component with the request airdrop, and the basic one, this one had a sign message, send transaction, and send version transaction. And those we find inside the components. So for instance, the send transaction, this one is here. And that's probably what we want to, take as a template for what we want to do. Pages is probably also important. You might have seen that the basics go to /basics and the home just to the root. And we see that here in pages, the index, that will be the home. So here we get the home view, and then the basics. So that's /basics. that will get the basics view, and the basics view we saw that's in here, views, basics, that's the index. So with that template, it should be fairly easy to quickly add the thing that we want to add. And I expect it to take no longer than 30 minutes from this point. So it's now 4 p.m. At 4:30, I'll be done and I'll have the application that does what I want it to do. Challenge accepted. So essentially, the way I'm gonna go about this is first add the thing that I wanna have and then remove all the things that I don't need. The cool thing is you can just copy stuff. So this is gonna be my sign up page. So it will be /sign up for Andy's Discord, and it will get a sign up view. Sign up view, I then need to put in views. So in views, add a folder sign up, and basically again, copy some stuff in here with a sign up view that I export. And I'll need to add it to this index here, a sign up view in sign up. And if I have that like this, then it will not yet be visible in here. I would need to go to sign up, which gets me here. But obviously I want such a nice thing up here as well. So where is that? App bar. Is it that? Yes. There we have the home and the basics and then the wallet multi button. So let's put the sign up here under sign up, and once it compiled, there we go. We have the sign up, boom. Now this is still the one from the basics. So what we need to change is the sign up view. And here we put our components. So we need a sign up component. And I'm just gonna copy the send transaction and make it my sign up component. And then here, sign up component, get me the sign up component, and then put the sign up component here. Okay, so now I'll just have the send transaction here. There we go, because my sign up component just does the send transaction stuff, but I wanted to do some sign up. Cool. So basically all I need to change here is the type of transaction that I send, because all there is a button that has an on click, which is this callback. And then here we build our instructions. And once we have the instructions, this is the code to send it and display the result nicely. So we don't need to change any of that. We just need to change this part where our instructions are created. So to start with, I'm just gonna empty this out and guarantee that that's a transaction instruction array. And then my code goes here, and then I fill the instructions, and then the instructions are put into a message for a version transaction. It's that easy. So we already know what we want to do, this part essentially. And the easiest way for me to do this is with Anchor. So as we learned in the dev course, let's get ourselves an Anchor wallet, which actually shouldn't be too difficult because we can just do get Anchor wallet. Use Anchor wallet. That was it. Okay. Because that is also inside the wallet adapter React. And we have the connection from use connection. So that's all we need to create ourselves our provider. Import stuff from Coral Anchor. For that to work, I obviously need to npm add Coral Anchor. This will also write it into my package JSON. It's here. Coral Anchor. We need an anchor provider. There we go. That looks better. Connection, wallet. So connection, wallet, we have that. And options we don't need or want. Perfect. Then we have the provider. Then the next thing we need is the program. For that, we need the program ID. I'm just going to hard code that in there. That was it. Okay. New program, IDL, program ID, provider. Now the IDL we need to get from somewhere. Good that we have compiled it earlier, so we can just, take that file, put it in here. Actually, what would be better is if I just take the types directly. Let's grab the types, dvp_ts. I like to leave it empty and then say from where I want to have it, dvp, and then I can say, once I have this, well, give me this and this. So I take the IDL, I put it directly in here, and the dvp is the type that I want it as. So a program of type dvp with this IDL. Perfect. Cool. We have the program and we have 9 more minutes. So all we need to do now is use that program in here and be like program methods builder of anchor, sign up. Does the sign up need any arguments? Yes, a U64 and a name string. So a big number. For now, as a first thing, I'm just gonna hard code some numbers in here. Then the user account, let's call it PDA. Oh, it's in public key. Right, it's in public key. All right, 5 more minutes. We got this. So the things that we put in as instruction arguments are, first of all, this number, so the UID, and then the username. Then we say .accounts. And here you will also neatly suggest for us that we need a signer, the system program, and the user account. The signer will obviously be my public key, which we have from the use wallet. So that's the public key of the wallet that is logged in with the wallet adapter. Then the user account is the user account PDA that we derived up there like this. And then the system program should also be fairly simple. System program ID. Boom. There we have that. We don't need to add any additional signers because the only signer will come from the wallet adapter, this guy. And then we just get ourselves the instruction of this thing. Do we await this? Yeah, it's a promise, so we need to await this. And this instruction, we just push into the array of instructions that we defined up there. And then we have this one instruction inside our instructions. We push all of that into a transaction. Signature comes from the send transaction, and that stuff is wallet adapter stuff. So that awaits the user to actually sign with the wallet. And there we have it. Half an hour, less than half an hour, and we basically have the basic functionality implemented. Let's actually test if it works. So back to my localhost. Oh, I killed the dev server. Gotta start the dev server again. Compile it. I mean, the most time I spend here is really just waiting for stuff to compile. You can do it. There we go. So we have the sign up page. We need to connect our wallet. We have the sign up here. We just click sign up. That will build us the transaction. And there we go. That will work. Approve. And that's it. Half an hour. Easy. We have a front end that does the things that we want to do. And that just creates me this PDA with this program. Pretty sweet. Sign up. Now, obviously, it's not quite the front end that I want to have yet because I'm working with static values here. So we need to obviously still change some stuff here. But for just a quick demo, like an MVP, just putting something out there, this would be enough. I can showcase the functionality of it. And then obviously you might also want to, make it look prettier or like brand it a bit more to your style and not the Solana purple here. That's all additional work. You can't do everything within 30 minutes. But getting something up and running in a short amount of time, the Scaffold is pretty sweet. The next steps for me would probably be some cleanup. I mean, I don't need all of that stuff. I mean, maybe I leave the home just so you have the airdrop and to show people that that's what I used. So all I would do to clean up is just there, the app bar. I would probably just remove the basics here. I don't think we need that. I'll remove the footer. footer. And then it already looks a bit cleaner here. We don't have that stuff in the bottom anymore, and we just have the home and the sign up now. I'm happy with that. And now the thing I want to do is obviously I want to have the username and Discord ID be input to this page. So I could, you know, have text fields, like input fields where you can enter it. But I think the automatic way, it would be easier if I encode it in the URL. Like if I had something like name is this and UID is this. Something like that. Now that I don't know how to do yet, but hey, we're here to learn stuff. So let's learn stuff. You can use router hook. Use router. Let's see what that looks like. It has name and UID. So it literally just takes the names of this. All right, even an error message. Let's see if that works. I don't provide this. And then I say sign up. Then it says, please provide UID and name as URL parameters. Perfect. Maybe let's also put some text. Then it tells me, hello, my name. I mean, I could do this nicer, but I'm not here to build nice front ends. I'm here to get the functionality done. And then I can say sign up, and it will just create the PDA for this user ID now. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. There we go. And that's really all I need from my front-end program, except one more thing. Can I do hashtags up here? Yes, that's a URL problem because this is now a tag. So I would need to encode this. A %23 I need. Okay, %23, and then it should work. And hopefully it automatically decodes that here. Okay, perfect. So that seems to be working. Good stuff. And the only thing that's left really, if we have a look here, is this part. Essentially, we just need to teach our bot to accept the verify. While we're at it, now we're so close to done. Let's get this project done with, at least on DevNet, so people can finally properly verify. Because this is just utterly useless. They're starting to post verify. Yeah, we'll teach them how to do that. Anyway, actually, no, before we do that, before we work on the bot though, there's one more thing that's missing, because we're still very much on localhost, and that's not helping anyone, is it? So we want to deploy this. So what I'm going to do, just going to take this entire app here, and I'm going to move it into the Discord verification. Now we have some new files here. Mainly important is all of that. I mean, I could remove all of the files that I don't need, but I'm lazy. Just commit this. Then we git push. Let's see if that works. Yeah, wow. And here, we should now have the app. Cool. So let's have a look at how we can deploy this such that I don't need to locally host that or host it on my server. There are cool platforms like Vercel. Yeah. You need to make an account there, but that's actually quite simple and quick. Let's do that. I think 15 minutes and we're done with that as well. I'm just a hobby guy, and I just created with GitHub. I will authorize it. Okay, now I need my phone. There we go. That's how quick that was. I just needed a phone number. Add GitHub account. So apparently I add my GitHub account again, such that it reads I can select which ones. I just say all of them. That's fine. There we go. We added our GitHub, and now we can import from a repository of GitHub, and I'm gonna edit the root directory to app because there it already sees that's a Next.js app, and I could even tell it that it's Next.js. Not sure if that's required, but I'm gonna do it anyway. And then I just say deploy and see what happens. It's building. So the cool thing is that now downloads all the packages. I just tell it, hey, those are the packages, and it downloads all of them. Get some warnings. Yes, warnings are fine as long as we have no errors. Oh no, failed to compile. Damn it. Why? Pages sign up. Oh, you don't like this? I'm just gonna remove all of that. And then I push it, redeploy. Now it's at remove special characters. Perfect. So it automatically included the newest commit. Hey, there we go. It's ready. We have different domains like all of these. Discord verification loop creative Andy.Vercel.app leads me here. Presumably I can connect my wallets here as I would. I can drop myself some more sol and I can do some. If I say sign up, it says please provide UID and name as URL parameters. So hello me. Hello me. And then I can sign that me up right here. Right now. Perfect. Easy. So there we have it. That's the deployed version now. Took us a while, but like 15 minutes and it's deployed. So that's quite cool. And we don't need to pay anything for that. We don't need to maintain anything here. That'll just run. And we can redeploy whenever we have a new version on GitHub. That's pretty cool, actually. I like it. So for us to now actually use this properly, we want to automate that part. And that is still missing in my Discord bot. Let's work on the Discord bot. I mean, this is not very Solana specific anymore. Okay, so apparently this Discord bot doesn't have any verify yet. I remember I built that in Python. So I guess I need to build all of that again here now. And I'm gonna skip over that in the video because it's not that relevant. This is, by the way, how my bot checks if a hacker is safe for the game of death. So let's add a verify command. Verify. So if I type verify, it says the application didn't respond because it wasn't running yet. Now it's running. Try again. Could not verify. Please sign up at. And then Discord verification loop creative Andy. Sign up with my UID and the name. And then I click there. This already looks good. I just want the full username. All right. So I can sign up again with sign up. And it gives me the link. And once I signed up, I can verify. Wait, but before we do that, let's check my roles. I am the real Andy. I'm an admin, a moderator, a helper, open source, test verified, game of dev. But I'm not DevNet verified. And if I type verify, enter. Oh, I couldn't verify me. Damn. Oh, of course. Hold on. I'm checking mainnet. Stupid. We should check DevNet. All right, that's the problem. Yeah, of course, we're just on DevNet, not on mainnet. I could, of course, deploy it to mainnet as well, but like, for now, we're on DevNet. But now, if I verify, thank you, you're successfully verified. And did it work? Yes, I have DevNet verified. Nice. So, submit that. Done. And you should now be able to verify in my server as well. But now that finally works. Now we finally have a front end. Simple and quickly made. I mean, how long did we work on this now? 3 hours? Yeah. But the real front end part was done in like an hour or so. I mean, a lot of the time I spent waiting for it to compile. So yeah, let me end where we began. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you now know how to quickly develop some front-end app for Solana. Because really that Scaffold really is super simple and quick to use. You just download it, put your stuff in, change a little bit if you want, and it works. And then you can host it somewhere as well. And there is your dapp. You don't really need more. Let me know what else you're interested in down in the comments below. And then you like this video and you subscribe if you haven't already and you go watch other videos. And then I see you in the next one. Yes. Also, let me know what you built for Aki School of Solana. But yeah, I built a Discord verification totally for that thing. Yes, I didn't plan to do that before and then reuse it for that assignment. I totally did. But then again, at least it got me to finish it now. So that's cool. We can finally verify. So see you in my Discord. Verified.